transfer that energy, you'd all kind of look at me like, what's he talking about? Because it was brand new. It was brand new, but look what it's done. Look what it's done. It's generated employment where people aren't making $10 an hour or $12 an hour. They're making $35, $40 an hour. The same way with solar. There's so many things we can do that are on the cusp that the communities that can most take advantage of them are rural communities. If we focus, if we understand, if we focus, and invest in these communities, your communities. And so, folks, I'm not going to go any further, but just to say to you that we're in a situation where I've observed that for where I come from, and out here as well, I know, that, farmers aren't looking for a payoff. Farmers are looking for an opportunity. They want to lead in their communities, lead in the economy, lead globally. And they have the capacity to do it. But they need a government that understands what has to be done, provides those opportunities. Our ag producers should be in the cutting edge. As I said, using land conservation, storing carbon, converting waste to new materials, fabrics, fibers, across the board. And then generating the kind of local manufacturing that can pay a good wage. For example, you have the same problem, I'll end with this, you have the same problem out here with cattle and hogs that we had back in Delaware with chickens. A whole hell of a lot of manure. Well, guess what? We're able to make that, pelletize that, and export it, and make money doing it. But the way that will work is, it's not going to work by having one super giant plant with 27 smokestacks coming off the top of it. It's about every 15, 20 miles in rural America being able to do that. Pelletize this stuff, sell it, make money. Farmers have multiple ways of being able to deal with what is an opportunity and a problem, relating to everything from water pollution to economic opportunity. And so there's so many things that are in our power to do. And the commitment I make to you is that if I am your nominee and elected President of the United States, I will focus heavily on rural America. You make up only 20% of the population, but you provide for somewhere closer to 45 or 50% of the answer for the rest of the country, how we can move from here. And it's becoming, people in cities, large cities and medium-sized cities are becoming aware of it. They're beginning to understand that it makes sense if we pay farmers to have cover crops that can absorb carbon, deeper roots that can absorb more carbon, etc. People are becoming aware of it. Just like if I told you, which I proposed over 15 years ago, if I went out and took a picture of the windmills out here and said, this is what's going to happen in Iowa, you'd look at me like, what's that boy been drinking? Where's he been? I'm serious, think about it. Well, this is much, much bigger is what we can do. And we can generate growth. So it's not just the farming community, where you have an active, you have a hospital that works, you have doctors downtown, nurses, you have, in a situation where we're going to invest triple the amount of money in Title I schools so teachers get paid the same as they do in urban areas, $60,000 a year, by the federal government encouraging that. Making sure every kid in your community can go to school beginning age 3, 4, and 5, because it shows no matter what their background, any child who gets that opportunity has more than a 55% chance of going all the way through school without any problems. That's coming out of your great universities, all the studies. There's so much we have the capacity to do. And I am tired, to steal a phrase from John Kennedy's speech about going to the moon, I don't want to postpone any longer taking advantage of the opportunities we have. There's no nation in the world that can compete with us if we invest in our people, if we invest in our communities, if we invest across the board. You know, you can't define for me what an American is based on ethnicity, based on their religion, based on their race, based on their national origin. You can't do it. Try it. Just think about it. Define for me what an American, who an American is. based on race, religion, ethnicity. Can't be done. The one thing that defines America is that we in fact believe, given a chance, there's not a darn thing we can't do. Nothing we can't do.